Every October, store shelves fill up with millions of dollars in chocolate and brightly colored wrappers. But look directly above that sugar supply, and you'll find gaping, hollow plastic faces staring back. Millions participate in this ritual, celebrating a night dedicated to the dead with massive amounts of candy. How did an observance rooted in the genuine terror of the walking dead turn into a harmless neighborhood party? To find out, we have to look back over 2,000 years to the Celtic people of Britain and Ireland. They observed a festival called Samhain. For a rural agrarian society, the end of October meant the death of the harvest and the terrifying onset of a brutal, unforgiving winter. The Celts believed that during Samhain, the natural laws of the world briefly suspended. The border between the living and the dead completely dissolved, allowing dangerous spirits to cross over and wander freely through their villages. Facing a supernatural threat, they deployed specific survival tactics. Entire communities gathered to light enormous, roaring bonfires to drive back the darkness. At the same time, individuals disguised themselves in terrifying animal skins. Celtic costumes functioned as essential survival gear. A person mimicking the appearance of a wandering spirit became invisible to the supernatural, allowing them to walk through the night unharmed. As the Roman Empire expanded north and conquered Celtic territories, they brought their own customs with them. Over centuries, Roman harvest festivals honoring the dead naturally merged with the existing local fears. Later, the Christian Church expanded into these exact same regions. Rather than trying to outright ban deeply ingrained pagan rituals, church leaders chose a strategy of absorption. In the 8th century, the Vatican officially established All Saints' Day on November 1st to honor Christian martyrs. The night before became known as All Hallows' Eve, a phrase that eventually slurred together into the word Halloween. The institution changed the name on the calendar, but underneath that new Christian title, the common people quietly maintained their primal terror of wandering spirits. That fear survived for centuries in rural folklore. In Ireland, parents warned their children about Stingy Jack, a man so deceitful that upon his death, he was barred from both heaven and hell. He was doomed to wander the earth forever, navigating the dark with only a burning coal. Peasant farmers developed a very physical ritual to ward off Jack's spirit. They hollowed out turnips and potatoes, carved grotesque, threatening faces, and placed them in windows as a warning to supernatural visitors. Meanwhile, the medieval poor engaged in a practice called souling. They traveled from house to house, offering prayers for the dead in exchange for small cakes. Children picked up a similar custom called guising, dressing up and performing small tricks for food, a primitive, eerie precursor to the costumes we see in these early photographs. When 19th century Irish immigrants fled to North America, they brought these customs with them, but they quickly realized that the native pumpkins were far larger, much more plentiful, and significantly easier to carve than the stubborn turnips back home. By the mid-20th century, American civic leaders realized they needed a way to curb youth vandalism and pranks on October 31st. They actively organized trick-or-treating as a community distraction, and candy manufacturers enthusiastically scaled it up into a nationwide commercial operation. The migration across the Atlantic left the old world superstitions perfectly intact. The new environment simply provided larger vegetables and a corporate infrastructure for those ancient fears to inhabit. So when you walk past a glowing jack-o'-lantern on a front porch today, you are looking at a direct descendant of a 2,000-year-old security system meant to repel a damned soul. And the child walking down the sidewalk in a brightly colored superhero suit is executing the exact same logic as a Celtic farmer hiding under a wolfskin. Roman legions, papal decrees, and modern marketing boards all tried to absorb or sanitize the dread of the ancient world. They layered new names and massive profits over the old rituals, yet none of them successfully erased the underlying practice. The persistence of these rituals proves that ancient survival instincts outlasted the religions and empires that tried to claim them. 2 millennia later, we still use the same tools, masks and fire, to navigate the same seasonal darkness.